I'm your cult boyfriend. We're looking at the 40 best thriller movies of all time, ranked by Entertainment Weekly. From black and white classics to modern masterpieces, here are the most thrilling films in cinematic history. It's difficult for me to give you what my favorite thriller is because it's a very fine line between horror and thriller. It's such a fine line that you can make a great argument that thrillers simply don't exist and they're just like more elevated horror movies. But whatever, I don't care. Would have to say that one of my favorite thrillers would be Manhunter, 1986. Absolutely. That's my favorite Michael Mann film. It's so fucking good. I would say Repulsion for 1965. Polanski, Catherine Deneuve. Oh my God, that movie is insane. I love that movie to death, and I always have, and I always will. Uh, like, do we count Argento? Do we count like the Giallo films? Do we count those? Like Deep Red for sure. Of course, some De Palma, Body Double. You know, Dressed to Kill. Blowout. A lot of De Palma would be there. Man, there's a lot of great thrillers, but like the whole thing is, where does the horror end and the thriller begin? And maybe we can figure that out through this list. Also, I love a good erotic thriller. I love The Last Seduction, Color of Night. I think I do appreciate the thriller genre. Here we have Psycho. Like once again, like you'll see Psycho on every list of the best horror movies. Like we can't give Psycho number one on literally fucking everything. So far as a Hitchcock thriller goes, Suspicion is beautiful, and so is Shadow of a Doubt. Like think those are straight up thrillers. I think those are more thrillers than Rebecca or Notorious are, and those are the other two Hitchcock films that I deeply appreciate. We got Perfect Blue, which I never liked. I have a serious issue, some sort of some sort of thing that prevents me, that prohibits me from enjoying anime. I'm not an anime enjoyer. I really did not like this film. I'm annoying, and I think that Black Swan was a lot better. I thought, thank God Darren Aronofsky fucking fixed it because there were good ideas in it. And Zodiac, which is a very good film. Thank you. I think they're about to say what I was just saying. Thrillers may be the most nebulous genre. It's a better descriptor of a film's effect on the audience than the indicator of its style, substance, or tone, and the label can be accurately assigned to any movie that keeps us on the edge of our seats. Exactly, for sure. Film noir, psychological horror, legal dramas, cerebral sci-fi, crime procedurals, creature features, murder mysteries, they all put characters in tense situations to get our adrenaline pumping. Unlike traditional horror, okay, now it's going to tell us the difference. Thrillers often keep us in suspense with the power of suggestion and implication, using every trick in the cinematic playbook to get our hearts racing while withholding overt depictions of what makes the characters anxious. That's you're making shit up. Like that's a very convenient way of providing a distinction, but it's untrue. It's totally untrue. Without further ado, here is Entertainment Weekly's list of the 40 best thrillers of all time ranked. I mean, and we're starting with Gravity. Like, oh man, how loose are we going to be with this definition of thriller? I'm just going to skip that. The Housemaid? I did not watch it. Let me know if it's good in the comments. This is like a striking image, I like this image a bit. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful one. Let me know if this is good. I haven't watched it. War of the Worlds, I hate it. But you guys know I love to bully Spielberg, and I've been doing it way too much lately, and I feel kind of bad about it. So I'm gonna let Spielberg pass. By the way, Spielberg's doing fine. Okay. I can bully him till the end of time, and he still falls asleep on a bed of money. In a mansion with a reputation I can only dream of gracing the surface of. Like, come on. No, it's fine. Like he's fine. This movie fucking blows, but it's fine. I guess like it's interesting in the sense that a lot of post 9/11 movies are interesting in their reactions to it, but Munich was I don't like Munich either, but Munich's where you get to have a really interesting discussion about Spielberg's view of the war on terror, right? Not War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds is baby food. Munich is problematic baby food, but it's at least more interesting. I'm done bullying fucking Spielberg. Gaslight. Okay, it's like it's always been a mid movie, but the fact that this word entered the zeitgeist in such a phenomenal way has definitely maxed out this film's reputation and like allure. Like I'm not surprised to see it here. And yeah, that's all I have to say about it because it's actually a pretty uninteresting film. Deep Red, awesome. Okay, so we're seeing one of mine already. So we are considering Argento thriller. Awesome. Deep Red's amazing. The coolest thing about Deep Red is that this is the same actor, David Hemmings, from Antonioni's Blow Up. And like within the film, he has conversations with a character who not doing any spoilers. He has conversations with a different character who's like an artist as well, and they talk about art and things like that. And through that film, Argento is engaging in a dialogue in a critical conversation about the state of Italian cinema and about how his cinema stands when compared to the so-called deeper or more mature or sophisticated cinema of Antonioni. So we're having a conversation where the Splatterhouse is talking directly to the art house. Got this beautiful mystery with all of Argento's beautiful signature motifs of gore and ballet and color throughout it, and beautiful music by Goblin. But like that is the framework for this great artistic debate. And the framework for this great artistic debate is blood, is carnage, is black leather gloves, is, it's really cool. It's just a fascinating film. And it's a Giallo film that I think has so much to say, especially when we're talking about the qualities of film itself. Like it's a film that is in deep discussion not only with itself, but with the 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 ongoing nature of film. Like I think it's going to be forever relevant because the debate that is featured within it, which is subtle, which is like part of its subtext. It's not necessarily the text itself, but it's where the real meat of the film resides. The debate is I think ever prescient, ever present, and I believe it's extremely complex. I think Deep Red is probably my favorite Argento film because there are so many different layers, and I haven't even gone to the psychosexual ones because, of course, every great Argento thriller uh, makes you investigate your own desires, perversions, your own eroticisms and your own derangements. Deep Red's excellent. Glad to see it here. Funny games, awesome. Very cool. Very cool stuff. I don't even mind the shot for shot remake. I thought that Michael Pitt and Brady Corbett were great. And Naomi Watts, underrated fucking icon. What a queen, dude. Between like Funny Games and The Ring and 21 Grams and a lot of her other materials, my God, she was awesome. She's like a queen of the 2000s, and I hope that we look back and like recognize her as such eventually. She was so incredible and fucking a smoke show. She's an underrated hottie as well. Everything about Naomi Watts is underrated. She's an icon. We should start celebrating her fucking status, dude. Like she's amazing. Blood Simple's good. Okay. Yeah, Blood Simple's good. I think that the Coens would obviously go on to make much better films, but that's fine. Contagion. Soderbergh is a fucking slippery ass filmmaker, if you ask me. I like him. I like him. I love films like Traffic and Schizopolis, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. I've always wanted to analyze for the channel, but never have. But the guy is like following his career gives you like whiplash with all of the different fucking mood swings and like complete like style changes. It's very difficult to figure out in my opinion it's difficult to figure out like exactly where he stands like emotionally and artistically. Like he's a confusing fucking guy, which makes him interesting. I don't like the movie Contagion. I think that's what this is all building up to. I wasn't thrilled with Contagion. I didn't care about Contagion. But Soderbergh is an interesting guy, and I don't want to do it But I'd love if someone else did a deep dive, like in the current era, like a deep dive into his filmography and really pin down his style, like his consistent style, not just his style for like 2 years, but like his style overall. Because I think there is something we can follow there, but it's just, it's fucking, it's mysterious, but not in a way that sounds cooler than it is. Like there's just something about Soderbergh that is difficult to pin down, and I have a lot of difficulties figuring out if he is like overall a great filmmaker or overall a disappointing one, because I think that I dislike more of his films than I like, but I'm also unsure of like what his goals are with each movie. Like maybe I'm not supposed to like some of his fucking movies. Maybe he didn't even like some of his other movies. I'm gonna move on because Soderbergh to me is a fucking mystery wrapped in an enigma for some stupid reason. I don't know why though. Run Lola Run never was into. Been seeing it on a lot of lists. The Insider. Not the Michael Mann movie I wanted to see. It's good. I wanted to see Manhunter here, and we still can. Top 30, Manhunter. That's not gonna be its Lecter representation, not by a long shot. But The Insider's good. It's one of the least interesting Michael Mann films to talk about, though. Like, it's not great for discourse. It hasn't really provided great discussion, has it? But great performances, great composition, great narrative system, but it's boring to talk about, and that always lets me down when it comes to a great film, 'cause I feel like it takes away from the greatness of the film, because I think part of what makes a movie great isn't just, like, our enjoyment of it, but culture's reaction to it, and if culture, that doesn't really have much to say about it, then, it's difficult for me to keep the discussion going, right? Like, I think that discourse is important to a great film, because it keeps it relevant, or at least keeps it, like, in your thoughts. Perfect Blue, yeah, not into it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know it's beloved, and it's definitely a film of a certain amount of technical skill, but I don't like animation. I don't like animation. Like, every time you think that Guillermo del Toro is making up a straw man when he's like, Animation is film. Respect animation." I'm literally the only person he's talking to. I'm the guy. I'm the guy who who is Guillermo del Toro's worst fear come true. I'm the only guy. I don't know. I just don't like animation. It's not that serious. I just don't like it. North by Northwest, dude. I just fucking raged over that movie on a different list. One of Hitchcock's most overrated films. Fuck you. How many times are you gonna see our boy Hitchcock on here, I wonder? I'm gonna get more mad as it goes on. And if Psycho is number one, like, fuck you. Fuck you. Can't be the king of every single genre. Blowout's excellent, though. I was hoping for some De Palma, and this is it. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Talk about what it's saying about film as a medium. Like this film really makes you feel like the tangible nature of film, because he's a sound editor, and like sound manipulation, sound creation, sound exposure, sound clarity, the marriage between audio and visual storytelling, like it's so intimate to this film, or so integral to this film. And it's also a heartbreaking film. And I think if you follow like the tragedy at the center of the movie, then and also the secrecy and conspiracy and violence of the film, and the eroticism inherent within it as well, you get to some pretty serious condemnations of genre filmmaking from Brian De Palma himself, who is absolutely one of the master genre filmmakers. One of the master filmmakers, like of anything, not just genre filmmaking. I think that De Palma's a genius, but with Blowout, you're getting some serious statements from De Palma. I think it's similar to Deep Red in that regard. I think that Blowout is saying a lot about its own genre, a lot about film, a lot about art, and a lot about tragedy, and a lot about murder. So, Inside Man, every white person's favorite Spike Lee movie. So happy to see it. This is sanitized Spike Lee. This is empty Spike Lee. Spike Lee isn't saying anything here at all. It's not a good movie. Um, you could call it entertaining, but I can also call it vacuous. It feels like a paycheck, hired gun kind of movie. It doesn't feel at all like a confrontational Spike Lee film, which is probably why it was more palatable to white audiences. Which sucks. I think that like the best like white people Spike Lee movie is Summer of Sam. That movie fucking rocks, dude. That movie's a masterpiece. Inside Man is just so typically mainstream that uh, I didn't appreciate it. I didn't really like it. All the President's Men. No, thank you. I'm gonna pass on that. Man Escape's excellent. It's an excellent film. Sunshine's good shit. Sunshine is good. Danny Boyle had a couple good films. Couple really good ones. Seven, excellent film. I think it's a lot better than Zodiac, but apparently Zodiac is going to be like much higher on this list. But I think that Seven is Fincher's best. It's so absorbing and it's so like it marries itself to that industrial inspired, Nine Inch Nails opening credit sequence. It marries itself to that kind of grimy like poetry, right? Like the poetics the nearly gothic poetics of that. Like Seven continues like in and like throughout its runtime and stays kind of loyal to, if not aesthetically, but thematically and emotionally and substantively. Like it's such a beautiful film, and I think it's probably Brad Pitt's best performance. It's Morgan Freeman's best performance. I think it's Kevin Spacey's best performance, and also Gwyneth Paltrow was not annoying in it, which is a real success for her. I liked Seven a lot. Yeah, I think Fincher did outrageously well. It's a beautiful movie. To Live and Die in LA, dude. Yes, yes. It's my favorite Friedkin film. It's a goddamn masterpiece, bro. Oh my God, we didn't get Manhunter, but we did get some William Peterson representation, didn't we? Oh my God, this movie is to fucking die for, bro. I love this movie to death. It is the definition of perfect. Oh my God, this movie fucking rules, man. I love To Live and Die in LA. Oh my God. Oh my God. If you're looking for like some sort of a symbolic line to follow through it to make your experience of it like deeper, just think about what it means to be a counterfeiter, what it means to be a faker, to make artificial things. Think of what it means to be a counterfeiter. Think of the value of counterfeit items, of counterfeit money. Follow that idea through To Live and Die in LA. I'm not going to do all the work for you this time, and you'll be so happy at the end that, like, oh my God, this is a beautiful, not only statement on art, but statement on the human experience, right? Oh, it's goddamn beautiful. Wait Until Dark. I did not watch this. A young Alan Arkin excels as the villain. Maybe I did. Uh, Regardless, I don't remember it. So. Yeah. I haven't watched Get Out. Every list is just shoving this fucking movie in my face and making me embarrassed for not watching what is easily the most loved film of the 2010s. I'll do it. I'll do it eventually, guys. Because apparently it's the greatest fucking thing that's ever been made by anyone ever. I get it. Actually, you are all cowards. You are all cowards because it's always like around this mark, which is a lot. But if you guys had balls and you really believed in this fucking movie, put it at number one or number two. Fucking do it. I double dog dare you. Double dog dare you. That entire outburst is meaningless. But I'm sick of seeing it on lists, and I'd rather see it at like what number one? That'd at least be fun for me. The Departed. Got a lot of problems with The Departed, Marty. Got a lot of problems with The Departed. I think there's a lot of issues with your fucking composition and your structure and your characters and everything, and then the themes of the film. I think there's so many problems with The Departed, Marty. Not into it, Marty. I think you fucked up there, Marty. Dark Knight, dude, stop. Every fucking Every list, it doesn't matter the genre, will always have the same fucking 5 movies somewhere on it, man. What the hell, dude? Like, stop. Where's Heat? Oh my god, is Heat gonna be here? It's not even a thriller, dude. This shit is a fucking crime epic or a superhero movie. That's fine, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Top 20 thrillers. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid. I like this movie a lot. I think it's great. Is it SEO or something? Like, do the same 5 movies appear all the time because, like, people are still interested in The Dark Knight or Get Out or Star Wars or Hitchcock or like Jaws or something? Like, are they all like are these do these movies appear a lot because people are looking for them a lot? Like, is there some sort of hidden reason why they appear so much on lists, like outside of their vaunted reputations? I'm curious. Double Indemnity is one of Billy Wilder's best, but it all comes down to our girl Barbara Stanwyck as I think the I shouldn't speak so suddenly, but she's certainly a top contender for the greatest femme fatale in the entire film noir genre. She's to die for, dude. I mean, like the cool thing about femme fatales and about Barbara Stanwyck is that she's literally to die for because fucking film noir is such a doomed fucking genre, dude. Like I love it. I love it. Memento's very good. Very good film. Thanks for giving me the brief fucking breath of fresh air after Nolan before you fucking hit me in the face with Nolan again. That's annoying. Yeah, that shouldn't count against Memento. Dark Knight shouldn't be here. Memento absolutely should. I think Memento's an excellent film. Thought that Guy Pearce, Carrie Ann Moss, and Joe Pantoliano were all equally fucking mesmerizing within it. I even thought that the narrative system, the structure of the film, how it plays with time and how it plays with linear storytelling, I think that it exposes an awful lot about not only film itself, but also neo noir as this kind of re-emerging concept within popular filmmaking. And I also think it says a lot about how we experience trauma backwards and like PTSD. A lot of it is about being stuck always within the same terrible cycle. I think that it's a beautiful film. It has a decent amount to say about memory, not only filmic memory, but obviously the untrustworthiness of memory. I think that Memento is an excellent and intelligent film. It's probably legitimately Nolan's most intelligent film, and it's strange because it seems like his most gimmicky one, but it's also honestly extremely intelligent. That's the only time I would call him a hyper intelligent filmmaker. Everywhere else, he's a very dumb and stupid one. Third Man, oh, this is one of the best endings ever, dude. One of the best endings I've ever seen, which was recreated by the Coen brothers in Miller's Crossing. It's just such a powerful fucking moment. Third Man's beautiful. One of the greatest noirs of all time. I feel like I've been saying noir a lot. Are we just calling all noirs thrillers and they're not their own independent kind of movement or genre of film? Not really seeing too many erotic thrillers on here. We got 15 more to go. I mean, can I see some Fatal Attraction? Can we see some Basic Instincts? Can we see The Last Seduction, The Color of Night? Can we see some good erotic thrillers? Because The Third Man, I don't know if like film noir necessarily belongs on this list. You know, I think it's unfair to compare a lot of thrillers to film noir. This is a beautiful film, but for some reason I have some problems with it being featured on the list. I think it's great, excellent. Don't get me wrong on that. Mulholland Drive. All right, Naomi Watts. This is a god awful movie. David Lynch is one of the most overrated filmmakers of all time. He's an annoying dweeb, and I hate engaging with his art. Silence of the Lambs. Also, once again, this movie's on every fucking list. It's good. It's good. It's supposed to be a B movie, though. I think Jonathan Demme was very clear with his intentions of making an exploitation film, and somehow everyone thought that it was so elevated and interesting. But in reality, I think it has more in common with B movies and exploitation than with prestige storytelling. I think it's good, but I think that people are wildly overblowing the sincerity and importance of it. Bound's fucking rad. Hell yeah. I love Bound. Wachowskis are good shit. This is better than The Matrix. It's a lot better than The Matrix. Um, I like it a lot. The Wachowskis also worked on Assassins with Banderas, Stallone, and more, and that's a much better action movie than The Matrix. I never see Assassins brought up anywhere. Antonio Banderas was a ridiculously captivating villain in that. Fuck Parasite, fuck Parasite, fuck Parasite. Bad movie. Fucking so bad. I've talked about it recently. I don't feel like going on another tirade. The Sixth Sense at number 10. Wow. Wow, that's rough. That is rough. I'm not freaking out because it's like it might be the only Shyamalan film that I like. Fucking thing works. It's a very effective thriller or horror movie. I guess, dude. Hands are tied on this one. Uh, Bound even. I guess I really don't care or don't mind at all that The Sixth Sense is in the top 10. I think it entered the popular lexicon, the cultural zeitgeist. I think it has affected culture and continues to. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I guess I can't really argue with this, can I? All right, M. Night. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, man. M. Oh my God, so beautiful. Okay, but there's a problem. I didn't know we were counting M. Because I don't care what's ahead of this necessarily. This should be the number one. Like, if we're counting M, dude, it should be the number one. Oh my, historical significance, cultural importance, artistic influence, dude. Dude, Peter Lorre, the Kangaroo Court, the beautiful cinematography. This is Fritz Lang's fucking masterpiece. It's a masterwork. It's one of the finest things that cinema itself can provide. Has ever like come up with. It's one of the finest pieces of art ever made. Oh my God, this movie is beautiful. Every movie ahead of it is going to be an insult to film itself. Because this is literally like one of the this is like the highest point that cinema as an art form has ever reached. It's at least symbolic of it, and I can make a very good argument that it literally is fucking the Everest of filmmaking. It is beautiful and perfect and fucking it did so much, dude. And it's still creepy. It's still unsettling. It's still fucking frightening. It's still tense. Yeah, it's a thriller, I guess. It's so fucking good. Oh my God. I cannot believe that we're counting M and we 9 is high, but you don't understand. This film this film is like holy. This film is like so fucking untouchable, dude. Oh no, it's gonna be 8. Y'all are obsessed with this handmaiden bullshit. I haven't watched it, but I can tell you it's no fucking M. I'm sure Park Chan-wook would agree. That's 7. Zodiac, I forgot. Zodiac is nowhere near M. Oh, that sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Trying to be like slightly more likable, approachable, or accessible within my videos, slightly more palatable, but it's not gonna happen, dude, when you put M on the list and then you put Zodiac above it. Like, I like Zodiac, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. Putting it above M, putting any Fincher film above M, putting mostly anything above M is a fucking joke, man. Listen, I'm like insulted. High and low. Akira Kurosawa, bite me, dude. I don't like him. I know a lot of people do. At least with this one, like, you could probably provide a very good argument for it being above M, but good argument or not, you're still a loser for doing that because it's nowhere near the quality of M. Rear Window, fuck you. Body Double up here. You know, put any De Palma film up here. They're all better than Rear Window. Rear Window's so overrated. Children of Men, fuck off with this bullshit, dude. Was this list made by a millennial? We shouldn't be allowed to make lists. We're untrustworthy. This movie, I just went into it in the science fiction list video I just did, dude. I'm not going into it right now, but an M, dude? Like, I'm gonna cry, bro. Why do I take this shit so seriously? I don't know, because I'm looking at movies mean a lot to me, man. Film means a lot to me. Television means a lot to me. Visual art means a lot to me. So when I'm being shown all these films, I'm reminded of like the power of each of them and how all these films like moved me so personally. Even the ones I hated obviously make me emotional. So the ones I really love make me hyper emotional. And M, you just brought back a fucking tidal wave of emotions. Like, dude, and now Children of Men is better? Fuck you. Dog the Afternoon's good. It's not better than M. Why'd you have to go and fuck me up by putting M on here, dude? Fritz Long, dude. Fritz is. Why did you do that? Why did you show off by putting M on here? Should be number one. No, 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 no. Fucking, I guess I rub my eyes when I'm really mad. I've noticed that by when I edit these videos, when I rub my eyes, that means, bro, my brain is working on a way to not get me into a lot of trouble. What? Honestly, dude, if you're watching this and you agree with this, unsubscribe, never watch another one of my videos. Ever. If you think Jaws is better than M, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. Of course. Yeah, where was Eyes Wide Shut? Where the hell was Eyes Wide Shut? That is a top 10 quality, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Fuck you. Like, why, dude? Why, man? And I get why. Psycho doesn't piss me off nearly as much as this does. This is stupid, man. You are fucking a human being with a different opinion and perspective than me, which I completely respect and validate. Those who know, know. If you know, you know. This movie is gold. Jaws was forced to merely suggest the creature's foreboding presence with ominous first person camera work instead of showing the killer close up. As a result, the film derives overwhelming tension from the creature's unknown qualities. You trying to talk about complex visual composition and you fucking say it's better than M. You say it's better than Fritz. Don't talk about visual composition, man. You've lost the right, bro. All right, well that's it. Well that made me mad. Well, fun times. Thanks, Entertainment Weekly. I had a lot of fun doing that.